Fellow Nigerians across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. I am George Onyibe, of course a very controversial individual. But heaven and earth will bear us witness that what we do today is not driven by hatred, but for the simple act of being driven by the desire to succeed and to survive in the midst of our brethren who are supposed to protect us, but are deliberately feeding on the misery of our people. And I should say vigorously working towards the total decimation of our people. But yet, they pretend they love us. They spend money to unite with us. They said we must remain one united, undividable Nigeria, and we agree. But look closely, ethnic groups are disappearing in the context or an idea of one Nigeria. Our very life taken from us. Our culture, tradition, and heritage, the ones they cannot steal, they will demonize. And at the end, it is the dim past and the future mingles. Our nebulous hope and aspiration, this is where we have found ourselves. We have been sitting on the fence for a very long time, but we will not do that again. This is the truth. And that truth is that the people of the South will not wake up on time. But we have not lost hope. They will wake up. It's just a matter of time. You see, when the United Emirates was being formed, not every member of that United Emirates today obliged to the call. But later on, they joined. And this was because they see the dream had their future interests at heart. Because they see they can find security of life and property from that dream and inspiration. And so some of you from the South will think you can do it on your own. You think you are more advanced and it doesn't concern you. It's okay. This is your morning. You will, or rather reality will hit you. Let's hope it's not too late. And so this morning I want us to look at a message I simply titled, The People of the South must come together to fight for these 5 common goals if we must survive. The people of the South are actually Trinity in personification. Go and look at my teaching about Trinity. Edo and Delta was once a state, Bender State. Before Bender State, they were a region conquered by the Wazobia. But you don't say it, it's hate speech. Can any Nigerian politicians, intellectual, moral individual, opinion molder, and stakeholders tell us why this Midwestern region was squashed? The Eastern region is still there today. The Western region is still there today. The Northern region is still there today. The Middle Belt region is still there today. But you squashed us. You reduce us to a micro, what is atom? You reduce us to non-entity. And our people kept quiet. But it's okay. It's our one Nigeria. We are going to build it. But it must be on the basis of fairness, equity, transparency, justice. And so Edo and Delta, the last time I checked, are the same people. And then out of the corrupt version of the old Eastern region, the rest group that make up the South-South geopolitical zone was carved out of the corrupt old Eastern region. And so before now, Cross River and River State and Bayelsa State are the same, just like Edo and Delta are the same. Cross River and Akwa Ibom are the same, just as Edo and Delta are the same. And so trying to unite should not have been an issue, because the Akwa Ibom and the Calabar people, Cross River people, can always find their way back home without struggle. The River State and the Bayelsa people can always find their way back. Yes, this is also applicable to the Edo and the Delta State. But for almost a year, counting, we've been struggling, I mean it, to unite the people of the South. It is not because we do not know the importance, the need, but it's because there are people who understand that it is game over for them the moment we begin to walk toward. Despite the fact that Nigerians decide to fuel this motto called Nigeria on the expense of our people, they are not the major threat that can give us sleepless nights. Go back to my post before this broadcast. You will see the real enemy of our people, the people of the South. These are Igbo people, most especially the ones that call themselves Biafra. So, no, you shouldn't generalize it. You don't need to talk about it. No, how can you say it's Igbo people? Now, go to that post. I never mentioned Igbo people. I never even talked about Biafra. I only talked to my Southeast people. Go and look at all the comment section. Igbo people jump on it. But as I'm talking to you, Igbo people have invested millions. All those, they are gang of Nna men, Almighty, and the rest of them. They are everywhere in Edo State. They are everywhere in Delta State. They are everywhere in River State. Anywhere you have any group of people that supposedly say Bia, they are there. They must colonize us by force. Amazingly, we're trying to unite with our descendants, with our people by Nigerian geographical location. It's a problem for them, and it's not of any concern to you. Does it mean the South people cannot discuss their affairs without interference from Igbo people? Or is that how South people constantly attack Igbo people on their own platform? And then ask yourself a question. My people will say, if you know what they know, you say you are a bad person. I can never come out today now and fight against Nigeria, because I know what will be will be. It's just a matter of time. When the people have the knowledge, not educated, because what we have is a bunch of educated individuals without knowledge. By the time they have knowledge, the ancient philosophers and those who built the ancient civilization, they were not educated. They had knowledge. And that is why you must understand there is a difference between having sense and being educated. Some of you are educated, you don't have sense. But may God give you knowledge, because my people perish because they lack knowledge. And now, you should ask yourself, oh, people of South, let's think of how to develop our place. I thought Fulani headsmen are there ravaging every community. Does it mean we do not have rights to mobilize our people, organize our people, and stop these invading individuals? I think the Igbo unknown gunmen are everywhere doing kidnapping and sometimes impersonate Fulani headsmen. Don't we have the right to tell you who is invading our region? But it's okay. Politically, you are weak. Even in your community, you are weak because you are afraid to say the truth. No. Before we look into these 5 things, let me point out something to you. We are 6. There used to be 3. And now we are 1 under the guise of geopolitical zone. The name was given to us by Igbo man who don't want us to unite as the people of South. His name is Dr. Alex Ekwime. But the Igbo people will soon come here now and tell you, what is South? You don't have sense. You are a madman. You are a stupid man. Now, understand, if you are from the South and progressive-minded Nigeria, the reason Igbo Biafra people does this is to discredit you. But that is their lot. That is their fate. That is their destiny. That is their course. And I am their destiny and I'm their doom. They're going to be here for a very long time. They will spend all those millions they have invested to instigate us against one another. But you are not seeing it. Today, Asia and Benin are almost cat and dog. It has never been this way. If Igbo man will not challenge Benin man, if Igbo man will not quarry Benin man, why would Asian do that? Who is even closer to the Benin than the Igbo? But I'm not blaming anybody at this instance. Because I remember my brother, wounded civilian. He came on one of his broadcasts and said that Igbo people betrayed Bendel, betrayed Benin people. And I countered that very narrative because he was not rational in that very statement. Now I know we are enemy and I love it. We're going to be that for a very long time. I could have a lot of things to talk about Benin people. But not now. Not while we know the truth. Of course, we are not hiding our lies. But the Bible says you see the things that can build, the things that can edify, these things that will bring honor, glory, meditate on them. Because as a man thinketh, so he is. If I am thinking on how we can unite, and you are thinking that I betray you, there is a problem. And this is the problem we have with Igbo Biafra. When we are thinking of how to unite these people, they are thinking of how to take our land in order to access Atlantic Ocean. The war they fought was to take the oil in our land and never had interest for us. And each time we say, they say, oh, he hate us. Is that what we are going to do to ourselves? Don't worry. All of us are going to be here for a very long time. But understand, we are not driven by hatred. And you see, if you no send us, we no send you. Now, like I said, the people of the South must come together, go to that broadcast and get sense. Look at it from A to Z. I never mentioned Nigeria. I never mentioned Igbo. I never mentioned Hausa. I never mentioned Yoruba. I only mentioned Nigeria because it's our country. I only mentioned Nigeria in the post because I said Edo, Nigeria. Because Edo State is still inside Nigeria, despite the fact it was the ancient empire. Yoruba people did not insult me. Hausa did not insult me. The Igbo that want to unite with me, they are all there. But you see the criminal-minded Igbo people, one of them is in my inbox. He has insulted me for the past 3 days. And I know how to manage them. And I've been managing him. Because from what they talk, I know who they are. From the abundance of the heart does the mouth speak. And the last comment I gave to the guy, these are his response. He said, my brother George, maybe I will screenshot it and paste it here. This is the time all of us that answer or use beer should come together and fight for our political interest and how to develop our place. I just say, wow, our political interest or Igbo people political interest, our development or Igbo people development. You people are deceiving yourself. When you are out to do the right thing, we will know. Ant does not struggle to find the trace of sugar. They just know by instincts. And once there is ant anywhere, lizards know. When you begin to do the right thing, we will know. Today, the people of South live in imaginary glory. The glory that it is, but has never been. We the Niger Delta, we the Sasa, we the this one, we the this one. Men, it end vocally. But we can say the do and do the work. It's not just saying it. As we are saying it, we are doing it, and we are walking the walk. Trinity. When you say it, you begin to do it, and you take the stroll for it. And that is the level I want us to get to. And so, as far as our society is concerned, people are feeding on the misery of our people. Rivers State should be very lucky that Tinubu has his own way of reasoning. If not, maybe Igbo man would have been the sole administrator of Rivers State. By now, before he stays 3 months, all of your community will be named after Igbo. You will know what you did to yourself. They say, no, don't generalize it. It's Igbo people. Go and talk to your people. Because this is one war you will never win. We've come of age. You will not use us, not to talk of dumping us. There are a lot of areas in our society that are threatened. We can either choose as the people of South before they divide us, because they have made arrangement to divide us. But let me digress a little bit before we look at these 5 common goals we must fight to protect. If you are from Kwara State, if you are from Kogi State, if you are from Benue State, if you are from Edo State, and you are from Delta State, mark my word, you are experiment. You are just experiment ground. Every state have the role they play that they serve. We are the experiment ground. But let's leave it at that. Let me focus on the South, first of all, because charity begins at home. If we are not able to make it as people of South, maybe we'll try to make it as the people of Edo and Delta. And if it will not work as people of Edo and Delta, maybe we will, yes. And if we cannot make it as the people of Delta State, maybe everybody will have to return to their ethnic group. And then if as an Eka man, we cannot make it as Eka people, maybe I will return to my kingdom. And when I get to my kingdom, which is Ute kingdom, and we discover we cannot make it, and then I will return to my clan, which is Owerri. And if in Owerri there, Utokbo, we cannot make it, I will return to my family. And if we fail to reason as one in my family, I will build my own family, and we will start all over again. That is how it's going to be. Now, these are the 5 main reasons why the people of the South must come together. Number 1, I should say, is we need to fight to have a social movement. A social movement. All these things fear the Igbo people. Igbo Biafraud people, they fear it. Just have a social movement of the people of the South. You will see 90% of all this rubbish will stop. What do I mean by social movement? We have Ohaneze and Igbo. They impose themselves on Igbo and non-Igbo in the Southeast. Anything that happens in the Southeast, Ohaneze and Igbo will take charge over Igala people, over Idoma people, over Akwa Ibom people. Everybody in the Southeast, Ohaneze and Igbo will impose themselves on them. This is inclusive of World Igbo Congress. This is inclusive of Ala Igbo Development Union. Should I continue mentioning their name? This social organization, defend the people of the Southeast interest in diverse way. But people of the South, can you tell me one name of any social movement that when they speak, they represent the overall interest of the people of the South? Is it Ijo? Ijo, IYC, is not even representing the entire Ijo. I was with one of their presidents, let me not mention his name, and we were in a particular meeting, and he said something that Urubu and Ishekiri are not Ijo. He said many things, and it was like, wow, who are the closest ally of the Ijo people, if not Urubu and Ishekiri? And somebody who was one time a president of the Ijo youth movement is telling you that there are Ijos that are not Ijo. But you want Arubo people. You want people like Showore to claim that they are Ijo. Because to you, because of your shallow-mindedness, they are not your people anymore. Now, if you think Niger Delta movement or whatever speaks for you as South, think again. They don't. The Akwa Ibom has their own movement. They don't represent the interest of anybody. The Ogoni have their Mozob. They don't represent the interest of everybody. The Benin has their own. I do not know if my people have. Other ethnic groups, all of us have. But can't we grow to the level of maturity where we can come out and say, this voice speak for us? Then you will know our value in Nigeria. Then you will know whether we are minority or majority. And then you will know if what President Ahmed Bola Tinubu did regarding the issue of Nwike and Senfubara will ever happen. It can never happen, except it is on the consent of the people. But I'm not faulting them. But if it does happen, it must be on the consent of the people. That is number one. Yes, we are still back. They can attack the page as much as they can, but we are not going anywhere. And so we need to introduce a South-South social movement. I'm coming. Number two, we need labor union. Which labor union speak for South-South? Even your community, do you have labor union? Or you are dependent on Nigerian Labour Congress? That is why they control your economic space. Watch Igbo people. All these are the truth the Igbo Biafraud don't want you to know. They have association for everything. Building material market union, electronics market union, fake drug market union, baby factory market union, kidnapper market union, freedom fighter market union. Everything they have union. But they won't allow us to form our own union. When you form your own union, you become a threat to Nigeria. My brother, not until South have union that protect their economic interest. They will dictate how you sell your goods and your property. All of us have our space. If they are very good in business, let them go and sell their property to their people and let them buy from their people. They tell you about trade by barter. They tell you about commerce and industry. But yet they work against every principle that governs this process on the detriment of our people. And when we tell you, we have our problem, we are looking for who will lead us. South, do you have your own labor union that protects your economic space? There are many things we produce in the South. Like palm oil, like palmy. They are very little anyway, but we have some of the best. Go to Abo, that is the home of palm wine, the whole world. We have names for them. There are varieties of it, ranging from Uzu to Ogoro to Nkwelu, varieties of them. And they have different tastes, different alcoholic content, can be manipulated into different things. Abo is the home of Uzu. But the people who don't know how to tap and wine claims it because we don't have labor union. Go to Onitsha Head Bridge as I'm talking to you now. About 45% of women in my village carry palm wine from different community to Onitsha. Tomorrow they will tell you it's Onitsha palm wine. Where is our labor union? Where is our Akwete? They have claimed it. Where is our Akwacha? They have claimed it because you don't have labor union. You don't have trademark. And then when you sit down in your ignorance, oh, they are the most industrialized, they are the most marketalized, they are the most hustler because they have a boy. You don't have, let me not curse you. You don't have union. South need to have their labor union. Number 3, community organizing group. Who are the people that organize our community? Who? How are we organizing our community? All our communities are porous. Our communities are porous. Somebody will come claim your village land. There was a land in my community that was given to some Igbo Biafra people to do business. And after many years, the king came to collect the land back. Did you know these people took us to court in Abuja, that land belonged to them? These same people complaining about Fulani herdsmen looking for cattle ranching, where we allocated to them to do market. They wanted to claim it. And the justice system of Nigeria almost gave her that land to them. We organized ourselves, we mobilized ourselves, physically and spiritually. That is how they flare. Because they operate on organized crime against every ethnic group in Nigeria bar none. What a shame. Who is organizing our community? But we have a problem. I'm coming, the people of South. Number 4, we look at political campaign group. Honestly, I'm not a politician. But believe me, what I know about politics, 99.9% of Nigerians don't know it. But I'm not a political inclined person. That does not mean I cannot contest or I cannot vote for somebody, but it doesn't move me. We can advise people. We wake up one day, Okowa was campaigning to be the deputy. I think it should be Atiku Abubakar. And then P2B is campaigning with another Hausa man to be the president of Nigeria. 99.9% of South people joined Labour. Without the influence of people like Wike, almost everybody will be in Labour Party. Was it because they trusted Peter Obi? Because they laundered his image, lied to you, and all of you fell. But I'm happy you got your sense back. Because most of you noble, honorable, all of you are shouting obedient, on our eye don't open. When are we going to shout? Is he Akwa Ibom man? Is Akwa Ibom man? Is he Bini man? Is he Bini man? Is he Jaw man? Is he Jaw man? When are we going to have political group and become relevant in our political arena? All of us were here. Obedient people were the one that chased good luck out. Religiously, politically, economically, they frustrated good luck. Go and ask Father Mbaka. To the extent somebody sang a song and say, Father Mbaka, why? You think if we were politically relevant, we can decide our fate politically, all these things will happen. Tomorrow we are busy looking for who will give us money, forgetting that that money is coming from your place. They rob you and give it back to you. Should I call them robbing Sherwood? But let's not go beyond that. And the fifth one here is advocacy group. Look at this issue going on in Rivers State today. If we had advocacy group that has voice, this matter is not supposed to get to the office of the president. This is now where they are wearing big garments, going up and down. Tinubu, don't do this. Let us protest. Let's do this one. Can Tinubu do that in the north? Can Tinubu do that in the west? Does it mean he doesn't have the power to do that? He has. But before he get to that juncture, people would have risen and arrest the situation. Now some people are telling, Sam, go and apologize. We can't calm down. The power of the issue is out of your control now. And someone else will have to decide your fate. A lot of things are happening. Igbo Biafra people on social media are rewriting our history. Who is saying it for us? That is why I tell you, I am simply society value advocate. Simply society value advocate. So where is the advocacy group? Looking for popularity on social media, which is okay. But does it end on social media? One of them was telling me, what you are doing, it will end in social media. And I said to the person, we shall see to it. All they require is for you to make mistake. And they will trace back this very broadcast. Yes, we are back. Like I was saying, where is Nnamdi Kanu? Who was canvassing? All of you, listen to Simon Ekpa. He's doing a very good job. He's changing the narrative. You must listen to Simon. He's trying to... Yes. And Igbo people, as confused as they are, see the truth. But yet, one is supporting Simon, one is supporting Nnamdi Kanu, thereby shooting themselves on the leg. These are the same people that want to unite with you. The people of the South. These 5 areas, we need to establish a front. I know our challenges is, number 1, who will lead. But this may take me a long time to explain. So tomorrow in my next broadcast, we will talk about our challenges, the hindrance behind creating a frontier to protect the overall interest of the people of the South. So that our culture, our value system, our heritage will not allow them to demonize it, to lower it down, or to claim it. Because our ancestors labored for it. They bled for it. They lived for it. They died for it. And now that it's in our hand, we have to protect it as well. If you're from the South, and you are interested in trying to put up these structures to enable us become relevant, actively participating in Nigerian sectors across board, please, I have links out there. Look for me and reach out to me. Progressive-minded Nigeria, you need to reach out. Believe me, we do our things as Nigeria. We will do our things as the people of the South, and we will do our thing as people from individual states. We will even go on and do our things as people from different ethnic groups, community, and so on and so forth. Because only this can we be able to protect the future of the next generation holistically, without any interference, without any assimilation, without any infiltration, without anybody